Hello and welcome to today's math lesson. So first of all, guys, can we all turn to wave and say a big hello to our friends on camera? Hello. And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I will sit down, take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our laps, and close our eyes. And when you're ready, guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. And next, we can do our stretch sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we can begin by stretching up high to the sky. High as we can. And then we'll go down low to touch our toes. Back up high one more time. And this time, can we go tippy toe high? And while we're there, let's have a wave side to side. Excellent, guys. And then back down to touch our toes. Stand up straight. Now we can shake it out. Arms and legs, shake it out. Very good. And now hands on hips. Let's have a wiggle side to side. Wiggle side to side. Stop. Another wiggle side to side. Stop. Forwards, backwards. Forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards, and stop. And now we can go round and round. Give our spines a nice stretch. And stop. Now go back the other way. Round and round the other way. And stop. And to finish, guys, we can do 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. So today we are coming to the end of the section which we've been learning about in math class recently. But can anybody remember what have we been learning about? Geometry. Yes, we've been learning about geometry. So let's write that word on the board first. How do we spell geometry, guys? Geometry. And because today is a review lesson, we will also write the word review. We'll be learning about all the things we have learned about previously. So altogether, we've got geometry, review. Okay, so now let's put our thinking caps on. Who can remember what type of things we've been learning about in geometry? Points, yes. The first thing that we learnt about in geometry was points. O-I-N-T-S. And remember, a point is simply a dot. And then, what do we need with a point? If we're thinking about points, what does a point need? If I want to say this is point, perfect, proud. Every point needs a reference. For example, what point is this now? Point A. If I do a second point, can I have another point A? No. Remember, we can only have one point with one individual reference. So we can have any other letter, or we could also do numbers. Point A and point 1. As long as the two references are different, we can refer to the points however we want. And then we moved on to look at, not points, lines, yes. L-I-N-E-S. Now there are quite a few different types of lines. Who can remember some of the different types of lines? Okay, we'll have a quiz instead. What type of line is this? Vertical. Well done. Vertical line going up and down. But how about the line? Horizontal. Horizontal goes across. And then a combination of both. Diagonal goes up and across. Or we could say down and across. But how about two lines going in the same parallel? Not crossing. The lines that cross are called intersecting, yes. And finally, we had a line with another line coming off it. Perpendicular. Excellent, guys. Very well remembered. So we can say again, vertical, horizontal, diagonal, parallel, intersecting, and perpendicular. And then finally, we learned about something, not the type of thing that you see in the sky. Planes, yes. When we talk about planes in geometry, we're not talking about aeroplanes. We're talking about different types of planes. And remember, a plane in geometry is 4 lines that are joined together. So an example could be something like this. How many lines can you see? 4. And you notice they're all connected to make like a shape, like a square. Now, what do we need inside a plane for it to be a plane? Points. Now, what did we learn about those points? For example, can these points be like this? No. Why? You're right. Why can't they be like this? What did we learn? The points cannot be straight. Remember, we can't have a straight line to reference the plane, but we could go, say this is A, B, C, D. We can't go A, B, C because that's a straight line. But we could go A, B, D. So now our plane is called plane A, B, D. Again, if we've got 3 points here, and then another point here, this is point 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we go 1, 2, 3? No, it's a straight line. We can't have straight line in planes, but we could go 1, 2, 4. Or if you wanted, we could go 2, 3, 4. As long as the line is not straight, then we can use them points to name the plane. So one more time, guys, geometry is the study of points, lines, and planes. And today is our review lesson about these things. But very well remembered, guys. That was great. So now let's take a look at our PowerPoint presentation, Geometry Review. And as you can see on the screen there, in our introduction, we learnt about points, lines, and planes. Yes, so let's take another look at the things we've learnt about, guys. A point is used to mark a location. Yes, And the best example I could give of points to mark a location is on a map. If we look at a map, you'll see lots of places, and the points are used to mark where they are. We use a letter to mark a point. And what points can we see in the picture? Well done. As we know by now, we can't have point A, and A. They have to be different. Just remember, if we have different points, they need different references. Because if I say to Prel, I want you to go to point A. You know which one, yes? Yes. Chu, I want you to go to point B. You know which one point B is. And Net, I want you to go to point C. Every point has a different reference, so we know which one to go to. A is used to name a point. It is known as point A. And then the next point, B is used to name a point. It is known as point B. So if I say to Pakbung, now Pakbung, you are here. You are at point A. You know where you are, yes? And if I say to you, I want you to go to point B, you know where to go. And that's why we give points references. There are 6 different types of lines. Vertical lines go up and down. What colour is the vertical line here? Blue and black. Well done. There's 2 of them. Blue and black, up and down. Horizontal lines go across. And what colour are the horizontal lines in this picture? Blue and black again. The ones going across. Diagonal lines go up and across, or down and across. Now, what colour is the diagonal line? Red for diagonal. Parallel lines are lines going in the same direction, but they don't cross. Parallel lines just go in the same direction, but they don't cross. Perpendicular lines have one line moving off another line. So you can see here the different points, A, B, C, and D. So we've got line AB, but line DC or CD is the perpendicular because it's moving off the other line. Intersecting lines are when different lines cross each other. So intersecting is crossing. And remember, they can cross anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the middle. You see here, these lines are crossing near the top. Point B and point A are 2 points on a line. The line is called line BA, or we can call it line AB. Because when it's just a line travels in both directions. So line BA or line AB is fine. The symbol for line BA is written as BA with an arrow line going in both directions. So remember, the line has the arrow traveling in both directions. The symbol for line AB is written as AB with the line going in both directions over the top. A line segment is part of a line with 2 endpoints. So notice the difference. Our normal line has the arrows, but a line segment has endpoints. See the difference, guys, between arrows and points? A line segment has no arrows on it, only points. With a line segment, the line does not go over the endpoints. So you can see here, this is the line segment. The line segment is the part of the line in between the 2 points. Not here or here, but in between the 2 points. Point A and point B are the endpoints of a line segment. Now, who can guess what can we call the line segment? Line segment AB. Excellent. Or BA. Well done, Prel. The name of the line segment is line segment AB. And you can see here that when we do the symbol for the line segment, it's the same, but with no arrows, just a line over the AB. And as Prel correctly said earlier, we've got line segment AB, or it can also be called line segment BA. And all we need to do for the symbol, instead of AB, we just swap the symbols around. The letters AB becomes BA. A ray is a line with one endpoint, which we have here, and an arrow at the other end. Yes. The arrow shows that the line goes on forever. You see? And the arrow is pointing in the direction that the line is traveling. The point shows where the line ends. Yes, so you can look at the point as always being the end of that part of the line. Point A is the end point. There is an arrow after point B. So you see end point and then arrow after point B. The name of the ray is ray AB. The symbol for ray AB is AB, line, arrow. Now this is the bit to pay attention, because line ray AB only travels in one direction. So the arrow always goes over the second letter. The line ray cannot be called BA. It always has to be the second letter first. So it's line ray AB with the arrow over the second letter. Here are examples of the different line forms we have learned already. Okay, so if you see a line with two endpoints, it's a segment. If you see a line with an endpoint and an arrow, it's a ray. And if we see a line with two arrows, meaning it's traveling in both directions, that's simply a line. And finally, a plane is a flat surface that goes on forever at all of its four sides. So remember, a plane is four lines connected. A plane is two-dimensional, and it has no thickness, only height and width. of the 2 dimensions. A plane is named with any 3 points that are not on the same line. So for example, points A, G, and C are on the same line. The plane cannot be named AGC. But who can tell me some points? What can we name the plane? Have a look at the points available. It can't be a straight line. We can't have AGC. AEG. Or we could have AEC. As long as it's not a straight line, it can go any way. A set of points that make up a straight line are known as collinear. Points A, E, and C are not on the same line. You see, point A is here. So point E goes down. But then point E to point C is diagonal. So it's not a straight line. The plane can be named AEC. A set of points that can be found on the same plane are known as COPLANAR. And that finishes our review of the geometry section. Any questions, guys? No. That was brilliant. Very well done. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the review PowerPoint about the sections we've learned in geometry, and it'll give them a refresh exercise in time for the flash and worksheet parts of the lesson. But before then, guys, it's time for our stretch sequence again. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And now we can begin with some rotations. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Excellent, guys. Very good. Now we'll do some stretches. Let's do 5 to our right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And now we'll do 5 stretches to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good, guys. Now let's have a shake. Arms and legs, shake it out. Shake it out. And next we can take our right hand and find our left foot. And then take our left hand to find our right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. And to finish, guys, we can do 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Have a seat. And what we've got coming up now is a flashcards exercise for our students to practice drawing and demonstrate their understanding of the different geometric terms. So teachers, what you'll need to do is print out the flash sheet for the lesson and cut each of the different geometric terms into different cards. Fold them and then place them into a bowl or tray similar to this. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some of the different flashcards to students one at a time. have them come forward and correctly write the name and then draw the geometric symbol. So let's see who can go first. So let's see, I would like to invite Lakgao. Come and join me at the front of class, please. So Lakgao gets first choice. So Lakgao, what would you like? Okay, so open up and show me what you can see. Plane. Okay, so Lakgao has to draw a plane. Now remember, Lakgao, not an aeroplane. What we need to do is a geometric plane. So what color would you like to draw? Would you like blue or black? Black. Okay, so the first thing we need with a geometric plane are 4 lines all connected together. 3, 4. That's perfect. You see, 4 lines connected is the beginning of a plane. But now, guys, thinking back to the previous lessons, what do we need to give our plane a name? What do we need next? Points. Very good. So, Lakgao, let's see, how many points shall we have? 3 or 4? 4. Okay. So let's see where Lakgao puts her points. Let's see if she can remember. Excellent. Okay, what's the next thing our points need? References. So now give a reference to each of your points. 1, 4, 9, and 10. Okay, we've got 4 different references. So for example, guys, thinking back to what we've learned, could we use the line 9, 4, 1 to name our point? To name our plane? Could we use a straight line to name our plane? No. But could we use 9, 4, 10? Yes. So Lakgao, can you show how we can do it? Any 3, so 9 to 4, and then 4 to 10. So now I'd like Lakgao to write the name plane and the references she uses to name it. P, L, A, N, E. Excellent, Lakgao. And then we've got plane 9, 4, 10. Excellent, Lakgao. So all together, guys, we can say the name of Lakgao's plane is plane 9, 4, 10. Or we could go 10, 4, 9. Lakgao, that was excellent. High five and a big round of applause for Lakgao, please, guys. So teachers, you can see the activity that we're doing in our classroom now. You can pause the video and do the same activity with your own students for the next 10 minutes or so. And remember, choose a different student for each geometric term and then have them practice saying together. And we're going to carry on playing here. So let's see who's next, guys. So let's see, who can we use next? I know, Pakbung. Come and join me at the front of class, please. Let's see what one we can do next for Pakbung. Can you choose one from the bowl? And can you show it to your friends? We have line segments, okay? So line segment, Pakbung, would you like a blue or a black marker? Black, okay. Everybody's choosing black. Okay, so line segment. For a line segment, guys, the secret's in the name. What's the first thing we need? A line. So Pakbung, can you draw a line? Okay. Now what type of line is Pakbung drawn? Vertical. So remember, a line segment has points at both ends. So can you demonstrate how to do a line segment? Point. Point. Perfect. Now, what's the next thing our points need, similar to Lakgao's? All our points need references. So what would we reference your points? P, B. Excellent, Pakbung. So now, Pakbung has done line segment P, B. Or we could say B, P. So can you write the name line segment L, I, N, E? And segment, S-E-G-M-E-N-T. Excellent. And we've got P-B. And remember, over the top, we will have the line with the 2 points. Perfect. So all together, guys, we've got line segment PB. Or if Pak Bung wanted to, she could call it line segment BP. Pak Bung, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Pak Bung, please, guys. So let's see who can go next. And now I would like to choose Bangpon. Come and join me at the front of class, please. Okay, so now it's Bangpon's turn to choose a flashcard and show it to your friends. Okay, so what does Bangpon have to draw? Perpendicular lines. So remember, Bangpon, perpendicular lines is one line with another line coming off it. So what colour would you like to do? Black again, okay. Nobody likes blue today. So perpendicular line. We can have one line, okay. So here we have, what type of line again? Vertical. We've got a vertical line, but to make it perpendicular, what needs to happen next? We need another line coming off the vertical. Perfect. Yes. What a perpendicular line is one line traveling in one direction, like vertical, with another line going off it at the other end. Bangpon, and that's what we mean by perpendicular line. So high five and a big round of applause for Bangpon, please, guys. Okay, and I think we've got time for one more. So let's see who will finish. And now I'd like to choose Prel to come and join me at the front of class. And now it's Prel's turn to choose a flashcard. Okay, so Prel has chosen, what does Prel have to do? Intersecting lines. Okay, not perpendicular lines. Prel has to draw some intersecting lines. So Prel, what colour would you like?
Blue.
Yay, we've got one for blue. Okay, so Prel, some intersecting lines. That's one line. And then got perfect. You see, Prel has correctly demonstrated that intersecting lines are two lines that cross at some point. And can you do another one for me, just to show they can cross anywhere? So we've got another line, and then that there. As long as the lines cross at some point, they are known as intersecting lines. And the point at which they cross is the point of intersection. So all together, guys, we've got intersecting lines. Prel, that was brilliant. High five and a big round of applause for Prel, please, guys. And now it's time for our worksheet part of the lesson. So teachers, make sure every student in your class gets their own worksheet, because now it's time for them to demonstrate their understanding of what they've learned about geometry individually. We've got 7 different geometric terms, and what we want our students to do is show their understanding by drawing a diagram and labeling it correctly if it needs points or arrows with the correct terms. And make sure that every student does their own one individually. So let's give them around 12 minutes for this exercise and just monitor the class and help them with anything they need. If we need to, we can refer them to some of the forms on the board already, which will help them. But what's the first thing to do, guys? Names on top. So Annette, this one's for you. You're welcome. Pat, for you. You're welcome. Nadia, here's yours. You're welcome. Chu, for you. You're welcome. Down, here's yours. You're welcome. Prel, for you. You're welcome. Black Cow, you're welcome. And Bangpon, for you. You're welcome. So names on top first, guys, and then like we've done, have a look at the names. And you can label them, give them the references you want to. It's up to you. So your line segment can be line segment XY, AB, 5, 6, up to you. As long as you draw them and label them correctly, you can call them what you want. And they can be any type of lines. Here we've got a vertical line segment. You could do a diagonal line segment, horizontal, completely up to you. Okay, so diagonal line, remember that? Diagonal goes up and across. Not just up, not just across, up and across. So what we mean by diagonal is like this. You see, it's going up, but it's also going across at the same time. Diagonal line. Parallel lines, and parallel lines are similar. They can go in any direction, but they don't cross. So this is a diagonal line, but then if we draw a second one going in the same way, these are parallel lines traveling diagonally. Same with horizontal. Parallel horizontal lines. Parallel lines cannot cross. If the lines cross, they're intersecting. Parallel lines are the ones that travel in the same way, but don't cross. You see, well done, Pac-Bung. You see, diagonal line is just one. But when you have two in the same direction, parallel lines. And then a line ray, Nadia, remember, line segment is 2 endpoints. A line ray is 1 endpoint and then 1 arrow. The line ray is a point and an arrow. Well done, Pac-Bung. So what we've got, you can call it line ray. So the points need references. So here you've got BV, excellent. So now you need 2 more points for your line ray. And remember, the line ray can only go in the direction of the arrow. It can't go both directions. Excellent, Prel. Very well done. Everybody's doing very well, guys. 2, very good. You can see the diagonal line is just 1 going like that. And parallel lines, 2. Excellent. Welcome back to class. We hope your students enjoyed the worksheet exercise where they had to show their understanding by designing and labeling each of the different geometric terms correctly. My students here all did an excellent job. So very well done, guys. That was great. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson, which also brings us to the end of our section on geometry. So we hope that now you understand more about the different terms and how to use them correctly. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we turn to wave and say goodbye, guys? Bye-bye. See you again soon.